The red arrows were put there to show the public on what to look for. Here we have a rodeo scene with a cowboy riding a rhino. It looks amazing, but it's definitely fake. Then notice the soldier's left hand is actually upside down and the thumb is on the wrong side. The soldier's left knee guard is a lot further down his leg, and look at the disproportionate length of his left thigh. This video will give you tips on what to look for. In today's digital age, artificial intelligence has advanced to a point where it can create incredibly realistic images and photographs of events that never happened. This capability poses significant risks, as it can mislead and manipulate the general public. From fabricated news stories to false representations of individuals, artificially generated content can easily spread misinformation. It's crucial for us to learn how to identify these manipulations to protect ourselves from being deceived. AI-generated content can be particularly dangerous during major announcements or political speeches. In moments of crisis where emotions are elevated or attending public events, all these can make individuals more susceptible to believing misleading information. Imagine a deepfake video of a political leader making incendiary remarks or inciting violence. Such content can incite panic, cause actual acts of violence, sway public opinion, or even influence elections. Similarly, manipulated images of terrorist acts can spread fear and misinformation, leading to real-world consequences. Here are some tips on how to spot deepfake images and photographs. Verify the credibility of the source. Reliable news outlets are less likely to share manipulated content. Look for inconsistencies. Facial features. Watch for unnatural facial expressions or odd proportions. Lighting and shadows. Ensure that lighting on the face matches the background. Pay close attention to the eyes and mouth. Deepfakes often struggle with realistic eye movement and blinking. Look for blurriness or unnatural blending around the edges of the face. Tools like Google Reverse Image Search can help identify the original source and any alterations. Check for metadata. Analyze the image file's metadata for inconsistencies in timestamps or editing history. Be aware of emotional manipulation. If an image evokes a strong emotional response, approach it with skepticism. Here are some tips to spot deepfake video footage. Check the source. As with images, verify the credibility of the source before trusting the content. Facial movements. Watch for unnatural facial expressions or movements that don't sync with speech. Audio-visual mismatch. Listen for discrepancies between the audio and lip movements. Check for unnatural repetitions in gestures or speech, which can indicate manipulation. You can also use AI detection tools. Utilize tools like Deepware Scanner or Sensity AI that specialize in detecting deep fakes. Look for inconsistencies in background elements that may not match the primary subject. There are urgent discussions to implement deepfake regulations. Governments around the world are recognizing the threat posed by deepfakes and are taking steps to address it. Many countries are exploring regulations that would require transparency in the creation and distribution of AI-generated content. Some proposed measures include labeling deepfake content, imposing penalties for malicious use, and requiring platforms to implement detection tools to flag manipulated media. Efforts are also being made for international collaboration to establish standards and best practices for managing AI-generated content, ensuring that misinformation does not cross borders unchecked. We've explored how AI can create misleading images and videos, practical tips for identifying these deep fakes, and the critical factor of how easily people can be misled during significant events. Additionally, we discussed the ongoing government efforts to regulate this issue. In a world where misinformation can spread rapidly, it's vital for each of us to critically assess what we see and hear. Before accepting content as factual, take the time to verify its authenticity. Remember, not everything that appears real is genuine. Stay informed, stay skeptical, and empower yourself against manipulation. In closing, I want to thank you for watching the video. If you found this information helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more insights into the impact of AI on our lives.